I remember how it started, like a spark across the dark. You were tracing constellations on the edges of my heart. Every word felt like forever. Every touch could stop the clock. We were fire in the silence. We were more than just a thought. Oh, we danced on fragile lines. Never thought we'd blur the signs. Now there's glass between us. I can see you, I can feel all the love we've built together. Doesn't know what's left that's real. We were burning like a fever. Now we're shadows in the blue. There's a wall between forever and the breaking point of view. We were diamonds in the pressure, turning pain to something bright. But the cracks began to whisper. Every lonely, sleepless night. Oh, we tried to hold it tight, but love slipped through our hands like a light. Now there's glass between us. I can see you, I can feel all the promises we painted fade like echoes we conceal. We were thunder in the summer. Now we're quiet, overdue. There's a line we crossed together, and I don't know how to undo. Was it me? Was it time? Was it love we left behind? If I call, would you stay? Or just turn and walk away? Now there's glass between us, but I'm screaming through the pain. Every memory still cuts me. There's a silence in the ringing before you say my name. Like the world is holding steady, just to hear you through the haze. Different cities, different mornings, different shadows on the wall, but your voice cuts through the distance like it's not that far at all. I can hear the way you're smiling, even when you try to hide. Every word is a small reminder you're still right here on my side. Oh, we measure love in moments, in the pauses, in the calls, in the way we keep on reaching through the space between it all. Across the quiet lights, I still find you every night. In the static and the breaking, you're the signal in the light. Every mile, every hour, every second we endure is just proof that what we're holding is still something strong and sure. I've memorized your breathing through a speaker and a wire. Every stay a little longer, every whisper, don't hang up yet, desire. Sometimes words just fall to pieces, sometimes all we do is stay, listening to each other, breathing like that's all we need to say. Oh, it's fragile, it's uncertain, but it's honest, it's alive. And I'd rather have this distance than a love that doesn't try. Across the quiet lines, you're the echo that remains. When the world gets overwhelming, you're the calm inside the strain. And I don't know when I'll hold you or how long it's gonna be, but I feel you in the silence, like you're closer than you seem. If I close my eyes tonight, would it feel like you're right here? Would the distance disappear or just sharpen what I Maybe love is not the distance. Maybe love is choosing still to believe in something unseen. Just because we always will. Across the quiet lights, we're still stronger than the space. Every call, a quiet promise. We're not easy to erase. And one day this won't be distance, just a story that we tell. How we held on to each other when the world was somewhere else. still beating, still here. The lights went out without a warning, like the sky forgot its name. Every street turned into silence, every face erased the same. We were standing on the corner when the signal disappeared. Every sound just dropped to nothing, every voice replaced by fear. But your hand was steady in mine, like the world was still intact, like the chaos all around us couldn't take that back. Oh, everything was falling, every structure, every plan. But the only thing I felt then was the strength inside your hand. When the city lost its pulse, when the night erased the day, we were holding on to something they could never take away. Every siren, every shadow, every system breaking down. Still there's rhythm in your heartbeat, still a reason in the sound. Windows shattered in the distance, neon flickered into black, but your voice cut through the static, like there was no turning back. We kept moving through the silence, through the fragments, through the dust. Every step a quiet promise, every breath a fragile trust. No, we didn't have the answers, didn't know what happened next, but we found a kind of meaning in the chaos we possess. When the city lost its pulse and the world fell out of line, we were more than just survivors, we were something undefined. And I don't know where we're going or if anything survives, but as long as you are with me, there's a signal still alive. If this is the end of everything, if the lights don't come back on, would you stay here in the silence or feel like something's gone? Maybe love is not tomorrow, maybe love is right now. In the middle of the breaking, still choosing not to bow. When the city lost its pulse, we became the only sound. Every beat between us louder than the world that's falling down. And if nothing lasts beyond this, if it all just fades to dust, we were more than just a moment, we were something built on us. Still beating, still here. Still beating. We were driving with no headlights, chasing something we could feel. Windows down, the night was endless. Every moment felt so real. You were laughing like a wildfire, spreading fast across my skin. Every mile pulled me closer to a place I'd never been. We were reckless with forever, like it couldn't fade away. Now I trace it in the silence, like a ghost that wants to stay. Oh, we never saw the wall inside, hidden in the in-between. We were writing perfect stories, we forgot what endings mean. Now you're just silver lines in my rearview, fading into somewhere I can't go. All the words we never said still echo through a heart that doesn't know how to let you disappear, how to make it crystal clear. We were everything we ran to, now you're everything I fear. We stopped talking, started drifting like two waves out of sync. Every silence got louder, every truth too hard to think. I remember how you looked at me, like I was your only light. Now there's distance in your shadow, even standing in the same night. Oh, we tried to keep the fire alive, but the flame began to bend. We were holding on to memories while letting go again. Now you're just silver lines in my rearview, blurring in the tears I hide. All the love we built together, left it ruins deep inside. And I don't know where you went, or where all our moments went. We were dancing on the edge of forever. Now I'm falling through the If I turn this car around tonight, would I find you where we broke? Or just echoes in the empty of the words we never spoke? Was it timing? Was it true? Was it me or losing you? Or the quiet in between that did what we couldn't do? You say my name like you know me, like you've traced me in your mind. But there's space in your version that don't match what's inside. You remember how I smiled You recall the way I stayed, but not the things I had to give. Every story that you tell me feels like someone else you knew. Like I'm standing in the echo of a version shaped by you. Oh, I try to fit the outline, try to be what you could see, but the closer that I got there, the less I felt like me. I'm a stranger in your memory, a reflection I don't know. Every piece of who I am, it's rewritten in your tone. And I don't know how to reach you from the place you think I've been, when I'm lost inside a picture you created in your head. You say you've always been this way, like it's something set in stone, but you never saw the moments I was breaking on my own. You hold on to old illusions like they're safer than the truth. Like if you just keep believing, you don't have to face the proof. Oh, and maybe it's not your fault, maybe love just filled the gaps, but I'm fading in the distance of these overlapping maps. I'm a stranger in your memory, still familiar, still unknown, like a voice you almost recognize, but never fully own. And I'm tired of explaining every shadow, every scar, when the version that you cling to isn't anywhere we are. If I disappear tomorrow, would you notice what was gone? Or just hold on to the version you believed in all along? Maybe love is not just feeling, maybe it's the will to see every part of someone clearly, even parts that don't agree. I was never just your memory, I was more than what you knew, more than all the silent spaces you kept filling with your view. And I won't keep trying to fit inside a shape that isn't mine. If you can't see who I am now, I'll leave who I was behind. Not yours to remember, not yours to define. I was living in the quiet after everything went dark. Every feeling turned to static, every beat a fragile spark. I built walls out of the silence, tried to lock the past away. Every memory like a shadow that refused to fade to gray. Then you walked in like a color I forgot was even real. Not a fire I had to chase, just a warmth I didn't steal. Oh, you never pushed too far, never asked me who you are. In the echoes of my damage, you just met me where we are. We're just static hearts in color, learning how to come alive. Through the noise of what we've been through, we're still choosing to survive. Not a perfect kind of story, not a clean or easy start, but you're turning all the silence into rhythm in my heart. I still flinch at certain moments, still get lost inside my head, still compare you to the ghost of every word that went unsaid. But you don't try to erase it, you don't run from what you see. You just sit there in the chaos like it doesn't scare you off from me. Oh, and maybe love's not magic, maybe it's just not breaking down. Maybe it's the steady breathing when the past is screaming out. We're just static hearts in color, flickering but holding on. Every fracture, every fraction, somehow where we both belong. And I'm not who I was then, but I'm not alone again. You're the signal through the silence I don't have to comprehend. I don't need forever promises, I don't need a perfect end. If you're here inside the moment, that's enough for me to mend. Maybe love is just the courage to be seen without defense, to stay soft inside the damage, not just make it make sense. When I'm static, we're in color, even when the signal bends. Every broken piece inside us doesn't mean it has to end. And if tomorrow shifts the picture, if the lines don't stay that straight, we'll still find each other somewhere in the beauty of the static we create. Not perfect, but alive. We were writing names on windows while the city blurred below. Every drop a quiet rhythm of a place we couldn't go. You had tickets in your pocket, different sky, a different light. I had roots I couldn't loosen, even if it felt so right. We kept folding little moments like they'd last beyond that night. making something out of nothing, trying not to read the signs. Oh, we never said forever, but we never said goodbye. Just suspended in a feeling we were too afraid to define. Like paper planes in the rain, we were never meant to last. Just a flight between the seconds we could barely understand. Every touch a fleeting truth, every glance a soft refrain. We were beautiful and breaking, like paper planes in the rain. You trace circles on my wrist, like you're mapping where I've been. Like you thought if you could learn me, you could take me with you then. I remember how you paused once, like you almost chose to stay, but the silence said it louder. You were already on your way. Oh, we danced around the question like it didn't need a name. But the closer that we got, the more we felt the weight. Like paper planes in the rain, we were drifting out of time. Every second felt like stealing, every heartbeat felt like mine. But the sky was pulling you, and I couldn't make you change. We were perfect in the moment, not enough to rearrange. If I asked you not to go, would we rewrite anything? Or just turn this into something we could never let it be? Maybe love's not always meant to survive beyond the spark. Maybe some of it is written just to live inside the heart. We were paper planes in the rain, never built to make it through. Just a line across the distance between me and you. And I wouldn't trade a second, even knowing what remains. We were something rare and fleeting, like paper planes. In the rain, still falling, still flying, somewhere in between.
I've seen your face in places I don't recognize, in moments I can't place, in dreams I can't describe. You walked past me like a stranger, but something pulled me back, like a thread I couldn't sever.
story I've forgotten still somehow remains real.
Oh, it lingers in the silence,
In the space between the beats, like a ghost I've always known, walking down these empty streets. We meet before we know, before the past can show, before the names, the lines, the time, before we let it go. And every life we lose still leaves a trace in you. We meet before we know, and somehow I know you. Different streets, different lifetimes, different versions of the same, but the way you look right through me feels familiar just the same. Like we danced in other seasons, like we loved and let it fade, like we promised we would find it even if it rearranged.
oh, I feel it when you're near me,
Like the air begins to bend, like the story's not beginning, just repeating once again. We meet before we know, before the truth unfolds, before the reasons we can't stay, before the story's told. And every time we part, it echoes in the dark. We meet before we know, and you're already in my
if I said your name out loud, would it sound like something real?
or just something from a lifetime.
We were never meant to feel.
Maybe love is not a moment
Maybe it's a constant thread,
running through 1,000 endings, pulling us ahead. We meet before we know, before the world decides,
before the distance, before the loss.
before we say goodbye. And if we lose again, if time resets the view, we'll meet before we know.
And I'll find you
Again,
and again. You still reach for me in silence, like your hands remember more than the stories in your memory can hold on to anymore.
you say my name like it's familiar, but you pause before the sound, like you're searching through the echoes for something you once found.
flicker in your eyes, like a light that's fighting through every moment that you lose me. Still trying to hold on to. Oh, I smile like it's okay, like it doesn't slowly break every piece of what we built here, every memory it takes. You forget me in pieces, little fragments every day, like a picture slowly fading, while I'm begging it to stay and holding on to everything you let slip away. You forget me in pieces, and I love you anyway. We were dancing in the kitchen. Now you ask me where we met, like the life we built together. It's something you can't get. I tell stories like reminders, like if I just say them right, maybe something in your heart will recognize the light. Oh, I've learned to read the distance in the way you look at me, like I'm someone almost known, but not who I used to be. You forget me in pieces, every laugh, every tear, every moment that defined us, disappearing year by year. And I'm standing in the remains of a love you can't recall. You forget me in pieces, while I remember it all. If I tell you that I love you, will it land or drift away? Will it feel like something new, or just another thing you can't retain? Maybe love is not a memory, maybe it's the act of staying, even when the other person is slowly drifting, not decaying. You forget me in pieces, but I'll give you every part, every name, every moment, every corner of your heart. And if one day I'm a stranger standing right before your eyes, I'll still love you through silence, through the endless goodbyes. Even if you lose me, I won't lose you. You walk in like you own the rhythm, like the room already knows your name. I try acting like I'm different, but I'm Every glance a quiet question, every smile a reroute. I was steady, I was certain, had my balance, had my ground. Now I'm tripping over nothing every time you're around. Oh, you don't even try too hard, but you bend me out of shape. Like the rules I used to follow start to flicker, start to break. You got my gravity tilted sideways, nothing's landing where it should. Every step I take is drifting somewhere closer to your pull. I was grounded, I was stable, now I'm spinning in your view. Like the world forgot its axis the second I saw you. You lean in but never touch me, like you know our close space. Every move is slow ignition, every second I can't replace. I keep telling myself be careful, like I've learned from every fall. But you make it feel so easy, like I never learned it all. You play it like a game you win before it even starts. And I hate how much I love it, how you read me like a chart. You got my gravity tilted sideways, nothing's landing where it should. Every step I take is drifting somewhere closer to your pull. I was grounded, I was stable, now I'm spinning in your view. Like the world forgot its axis the second I saw you. Every word I try to say now just dissolved inside your name. I was all that I was able, now I'm bending every rule. Like the logic I believed in never stood a chance with you. If I fall, will you catch me, or just watch me hit the ground? Will you laugh or pull me closer when I finally come around? Maybe I don't want the answer, maybe I just like the spin. Maybe losing all my balance is exactly where you win. You got my gravity tilted sideways, but I don't wanna come back down. If this chaos is your orbit, I'll just keep on spinning round. Let me drift inside your moment, let me blur what I once knew. If I'm falling, let it happen. If it's falling into you, yeah, I'm falling, but it feels like flight. Almost didn't recognize you, not the face, how it felt, like a memory I buried, finding pieces of itself. You were younger, we were louder, we were certain we were right. Now there's silence in the spaces where we used to always fight. You said, how have you been lately? Like it didn't carry weight, like we weren't hope forever, that just couldn't stay. Oh, but something in the way you paused, something in your eyes told me this was more than small talk, more than just goodbye. We found each other where we left the light, somewhere between then and now. Not the same, but not erased, still something we allowed. And I don't know what this means tonight, or if it's wrong or right, but we're standing in the shadow of where we left the light. You don't reach for me like before, you don't say the things you did, but there's honesty between us. In the words we don't revisit, I can feel the old familiar, not as fire, more like rain. Something steadier, but deeper, something harder to explain. Oh, we're careful with the past now, like it might still bruise the skin, but there's something in the quiet pulling us back in. We found each other where we left the light, not in darkness, not in flame, just a glow we never noticed, never thought to name. And I don't know where this goes from here, or if it breaks or ignites, but we're closer than we've been since we left that light behind. If we try again, do we risk it all, or rewrite what we became? If we walk away, do we lose the chance, or just protect the pain? Maybe love doesn't disappear, maybe it just waits its turn, in a place we thought was over, still quietly burning. We found each other where we left the light, not as strangers, not the same, just two people with a history, too honest now for games. And I won't rush what this could be, or force what we might find, but there's something still alive in us we never left behind, still glowing, still there. don't say it when we meet, we don't name it when we stay, but there's something in the silence, giving everything away. You don't touch me like you want to, you don't look too long at me, but the tension in the distance says more than honesty. Every word is carefully chosen, every step is measured slow, like we're walking on a fracture we both already know. Oh, we play it like it's nothing, like it doesn't mean a thing, but the truth is in the moments we pretend we didn't feel. These are lines we shouldn't cross, but we trace them anyway. Every second getting closer to the words we shouldn't say. And I know what this could cost, I can feel it in my chest, but the harder that I fight it, the more I want you, more than the rest. There's a world outside this feeling, there are lives we didn't break, but inside this quiet orbit, every choice is ours to make. You lean in just a little, then you pull yourself away, like you're trying to remember why we shouldn't stay. Like they're stronger than desire, but they flicker in the moments, standing this close to the fire. These are lines we shouldn't cross, but they're blurring in the dark. Every glance a quiet question, every touch a hidden spark. And I know what we risk losing, every truth we leave behind, but there's something in this tension that keeps pulling at my mind. If we walk away right now, we could still pretend we're strong, we could leave this as a moment, not a right, not a wrong. But if I reach for you tonight, if I let this feeling through, would it break everything we've built, or just show what's always true? These are lines we shouldn't cross, but I'm standing at the edge. Every part of me is breaking, every promise, every pledge. No more distance, no more disguise. I remember how you said it, like the truth was on your side, like the cracks were just illusions, like I wouldn't see the light. You were careful with your distance, you were reckless with your charm. Every answer felt rehearsed, every touch a false alarm. I kept stitching all the silence into something I could trust, but the seams began to break me when believing wasn't enough. Truth don't ask for permission, it just waits to be. And mirrors don't lie twice, not when the light hits bright. All the versions of your story start collapsing in my sight. You can twist it how you want, you can say it wasn't real, but reflection cuts much deeper than the things you try to conceal. I can see it in your silence, in the way you don't defend, like you're hoping I'll just soften, like I always did back then. But there's something in me shifting, like a lock I couldn't break. Now I'm standing in the damage, and I'm wide awake. Oh, I'm done rewriting truth just to keep you in my life. If it's broken, let it break now. I won't blur it into right. And mirrors don't lie twice, I've been staring long enough. Every piece of what we built wasn't built on what was us. And I hate the way it ends, but I love the way I see. I don't need your explanation to believe what's clear to me. You don't get to be the answer to the questions that you made. You don't get to keep me guessing, just to watch me stay. old corner, same cafe.
Same stories, same laughter.
Different things we didn't say.
You know how I take my coffee.
You know every song I hate.
You can read me like a headline,
but you still miss what's underneath.
there were moments in the silence
Where the air would almost shift, like the words were right between us, on the edge of what they'd risk.
Oh,
We'd laugh it off too quickly, change the subject, play it safe,
like we both
could feel it coming, but we're too afraid to break. We almost said it twice, almost crossed that line. Every look a little longer, every pause a quiet sign. But we kept it in the space where it couldn't change our lives. We almost said it twice, but almost never survives. You told me about somebody, the way your voice went light, and I smiled like it was nothing, while something slipped inside.
I wanted just to ask you if you ever felt it too, if those almost ever haunted the way they always do.
Oh, the timing's such a fragile thing, and courage even more, and we let it pass between us like we had before. We almost said it twice, almost let it show. Every second felt like leaning, but we never let it go. Now it lives between the lines, in everything we hide. We almost had a moment, we just never let it arrive.
If I said it now too late,
Would it change what we became, or just turn this into something we can never face again?
maybe love isn't always loud. Maybe it just quietly stays
In the space of what we didn't do, in the words we couldn't say. We almost said it twice, and that's the hardest part, knowing something real was there, but we kept it in the dark. And now I hear it in the silence, every time you say goodbye. We almost were forever, we just let it pass us by.
still